Live the home selling dream. Call Brock in the KW Selling Team. Go to the KWSellingTeam.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Brock Fletcher from the Selling Team with Keller Williams Real Estate Company. Welcome to 2025. We just wrapped up with 2024. We're just a few days into the new year. I wanted to just kind of give a quick end recap on 2024 and what I think the first quarter of 2025 is going to look like from a real estate perspective. So we just finished what would be the fewest amount of real estate transactions in a single year in the last 30 years. And that's probably going to shock you guys. Across the nation, there was just under 4.2 million transactions in the entire country. That is the lowest amount in 30 years. And there's been a couple years that were close, like back in 2010, there was 4.2, just over where we were this year. But this was technically the worst year in real estate from a pure transactional standpoint. Now, it may not have felt that way because real estate values were up 4 or 5% still last year in the state of Michigan, and up overall across the United States. So it may not have felt that way, but from a transactional standpoint, the fewest in 30 years. So what do I expect to see in 2025? Specifically in the first quarter, I expect this to happen. I expect we're going to start to see an increase in sellers bringing their properties to the market. We finished the last 3 months of 2024 with not a lot of new listings coming to the market. I believe based solely on the presidential election and the fact that we rolled immediately into the holidays. So there's some pent-up seller demand there. I think we're going to see more properties hit the market in the first quarter of the year. I also am seeing a lot more buyers that are feeling optimistic about their financial situations. And I think some of that is related to the election as well. There's the general feeling that we're going to see a little more economic prosperity. And whether that's grounded in fact or not, positive feelings are typically a catalyst for something good to happen. So you might even see that with yourself. If you feel like things are going well, or if you feel in a good mood, that's likely to be compounded, right? You're going to keep those good feelings going. So what I'm saying here is we're going to see more sellers come to the market. We're going to see some of that buyer demand being met. And also, and it's going to take kind of probably most of the year for this to happen, but we're going to see inflation continue to come down. So by the end of the year, I think we're going to see interest rates probably start to settle out to where what's going to be the low mark, which I predict is somewhere around 5%. It might dip just below 5%, but I think the low water mark for interest rates that we're going to see in 2025 is somewhere right around 5%. And I think that's probably pretty darn good, realistically. I don't know that we'll ever see it get back down into the 2s or 3s. That was all based on COVID, and we won't see that again unless there's really a major emergency in the United States that causes the Fed to lower rates to that kind of level. But as long as the economy continues to go well, which it is right now, the Fed has done a great job with our fiscal policies to keep us out of a recession. So prediction again for the first quarter, more listings, meeting buyer demand, interest rates stabilizing. We're going to see what I think is going to be a lot more real estate transactions in 2025. I think we're going to see that normalize. We're probably not going to get all the way to where we were in 2021 or 2022, but I'm guessing we'll see at least a 10% increase in the number of units that are sold in 2025 over 2024. So definitely recovery mode for sure. If you have specific questions about your situation, or even if you want to take me to task on anything I've shared, I love feedback and I would love to hear from you. And as always, the best way to get me is on my cell phone. It's 517-303-3262. Reach out to me.
Live the home